I'm B.
Hi, I'm Lily.
And this is the Off Topic Always podcast.
And today we're talking about Am I the Arsehole? Now, what a weird title is that to start off with. Basically, guys, we're reading through Reddit stories, and this is like a very, I don't know if you knew about it prior to this.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, it's like one of those brain rot when you're scrolling on TikTok. It's like an AI voice with a Minecraft parkour. You basically read through people's stories and decide if they're in the wrong or not. That's pretty much it. Nothing political today, guys. Sadly, I know, we just love talking about politics.
It just always ends up coming back. Maybe we
probably will link it somewhere in here. But yeah, that's all we're doing. So I'm gonna
scroll it, and she's gonna just close her eyes.
Well, actually, you scroll and I'll tell you to stop, okay?
Am I closing my eyes, or are you?
Everybody's closing their eyes.
Okay.
Are you scrolling?
Yeah.
Stop.
So this is the one. Am I the asshole for not giving my parents half of my lottery winnings?
Okay, we're going to do like a first of all. From that title, do you think they're the arsehole or not?
For not giving the parents half? I think it depends on context, but like initially, why would you not give your parents?
I wouldn't give them half.
I wouldn't give them, no, I wouldn't give them half. I feel like you'd give them something, but not half.
Something, but not half, right? I'll read through it, shall I?
Yeah.
Hold on. Context: I won approximately £4 million earlier this year from the lottery. Currently, the money is diversified into several index funds. I was planning on giving them £750,000 as a thank you, but when I mentioned that as a counteroffer, they got mad and started calling me selfish. Okay, context. I'm 19. I'm a 19-year-old male. My parents are 49-year-old male and a 47-year-old female. Without going into too much detail and making this longer than necessary, I only waited around a week before I told my parents. They were excited and so was I. It was all going fine until they started talking about the money as if it was theirs. They were talking about retiring, going on holiday, buying a boat and a new car, travelling the world, etc. I asked them how much they expected to have. Stone cold face, they said half. I understand that we're giving half. Having £2 million left is already enough, but why should they be entitled to that? I know they're my parents and we've had a great relationship. To me, £750,000 seems like it's enough as they already have their own savings and paid off mortgage. So, am I the arsehole for refusing to give my parents half of my winnings? I think I have a little bit of an opinion on this, but you can...
No, you can start.
Okay.
Go with your opinion.
For me, especially since... I'm not saying only £4 million because it's not a lot of money. I'm saying compared to a lot of lottery winnings, first of all, that is not a massive amount of money.
Yeah.
Half, I think, is a little bit ridiculous. But I also think that his initial £750 was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it should have been 1 million plus.
I think
because
so,
that's what I would give to my parents. Obviously, everybody's different, but he stated that they have a good relationship.
Yeah, if you have a good relationship, I don't see why a million.
I think a million is like I would happily give my parents
me
a
too.
million.
If I won $4 million, my parents
exactly,
would get $1 million.
My parents would easily get $1 million.
Maybe more if I.
Maybe yeah.
If I felt like it,
I'd give them like 1.5. I do think $500,000, especially with what he said. So their mortgage is paid.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any more children living at home. You know, he's 19. They don't need £2 million.
No.
And also, he said like they were talking about the money as if it was my own. Like
I think there was an edit too, wasn't there?
Yes, there was an edit.
So I don't know if it's relevant, but I'm gonna read it anyway.
Okay.
So we've got the edit. I posted this and went to sleep. Didn't expect it to blow up the way it did. I want to thank everyone for giving me advice and some insight on the situation. I'll do my best to reply. To clear something up, I saw a few people talking about tax. Since I live in the UK, lottery winnings are not taxed, so I got a full amount. I may have not clarified this in the post, but my parents did not accept the 750k and insisted the original amount, 2 million. This argument has been going back and forth for some time now, but a lot of the comments I read mentioned I should lower my offer instead of just letting them try to control me. I've thought about what I can do, and they're still my parents, so I still do want to give them a portion of my winnings, despite the fact they felt entitled to half. And for the reason why I told them instead of keeping it a secret, I'm young and I was excited, so I only saw it as a positive thing.
Yeah, my opinion is that they should not get half because they're fully grown adults with a paid off mortgage. They were talking selfishly as if, you know, they were intending on spending it all.
They immediately thought this is our money instead of
I think that was a bit of a
problem. That wasn't a can this be some of our money? It was like this is now ours.
Yeah, this is now
instead
our
of
money.
asking.
and they were very like self-centered about it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, once it's their money, but at face value, it's not your money.
Yeah.
And so for you to immediately to talk about let's retire, let's go on holiday, let's get a new car,
that's the fact. That's their immediate thought as well. Like,
and not like maybe we should like go on a holiday as a family.
Yeah.
No, we're going to retire.
we're going to do this. I think it's a bit of a selfish way of thinking. To be honest.
100%. So
yeah,
I'd say not the arsehole.
Yeah.
It's not the fact
I think
that they,
I think he was a little bit mean saying 750 to start with.
I think 750 is a little
But
bit mean.
at the end, I think definitely not, because I think it was a bit of entitled behaviour there.
100%, and
So,
they continue to ask for it
so
as well.
I don't think you reward that kind of behaviour.
At the end of the day, he's 19 years old. Like, he's only just starting his life. He could really benefit from
100%.
£3 million.
You can use that for like uni and stuff too.
You can use it for everything, bro. He
Literally.
possibly might not ever have to work again if he does his money correctly.
True that. Right, same thing again?
Yeah, but you read out the second one this time.
Okay. Are we both close now again? Okay.
Are you scrolling?
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not participating in every aspect of my friend's bachelorette weekend? Initial thoughts?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I think, I agree. Because it's
no context, yeah. It is your friend's bachelorette.
Okay. It's not very long. One of my very best friends is getting married in the French Riviera. We live in Los Angeles. And I thought I ever knew though. I think that's meant to be and although, but it just says either.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And although I have a new job that pays well, I certainly don't rake it in, and I'm still a conscious spender. Her wedding is in October and I'm in the bridal party, so I'm obviously very excited. I'm going to be spending about 1.6k in total, if not slightly more, when factoring in that I have to buy a lilac coloured suit to match the theme. I also just bought a $200 Disneyland ticket for next Friday, and she wants to do things the Saturday after that, including a boat rental for 3 hours. That'll cost an extra $160 a person. I text her saying that I'm so sorry, but on top of bills, sports doctor appointment / test for asthma and breathing issues, and life in general, I just can't participate in the boat part of the weekend, but I'm there for everything else. She texted me saying she's very disappointed, and if there's a way I can make it work since it's her bachelorette party, she would really appreciate it since it's really important to her. She knows how much I was struggling financially before this job, and we've never ever had a disagreement before, so I'm so stunned and upset that she's disappointed in me. I have to skip going with my boyfriend on trips to New York and Mexico this summer just to afford the wedding trip, which she doesn't know. I'd be missing just 3 hours of the weekend.
Okay, I have multiple opinions on this.
Go for it.
I'm using the term face value again, but why would you buy a $200 Disney ticket when you know this is going to happen?
Yeah.
And I think it's just a little bit, I mean, especially since I assume, obviously we have no context of when these plans were made. I assume these plans have been made for a while.
Yeah, weddings are planned like
weddings are planned, and you've also said,
and
they've also said, I haven't gone on a trip with my boyfriend this year to afford it. So you've known this for a while.
Yeah.
And they are American. They're American, so travel to Disney, if they were going to like Disney World or something, wouldn't be a problem. And so you wouldn't need to plan Disney in advance that much. I think this is a bit of an arsehole thing to do.
I think it's difficult because obviously people have a lot of financial struggle.
Yeah.
But like you said with the Disneyland ticket, you've got to be like financially smart, especially if it's someone like, I think they seem really close, and if they've had a disagreement before this, I don't see like why you wouldn't budget it in to be able to afford to do all these things for like someone you care about.
I thought it was going to be something like, my friend has planned to go to France and I can't afford to go to France. I'd be like, no, you're not the arsehole. But like,
it's a
I just think in my mind they're being a bit contradictive. Like, I struggled financially before this. Now I've got a job that pays well, but I still, don't make ends meet. Oh, by the way, I bought a $200 Disney ticket.
Yeah, it doesn't
and
seem like
also,
smart.
Can I just say, as somebody who's been to Disney with their family before, you're not only paying for the ticket, you're also paying for merch, expenses, maybe potentially a fast pass, it's not going to be $200, it's going to be more.
Yeah.
I just feel like you knew about this.
Yeah.
You've told us you're struggling,
It's something
but then...
you need to like. I feel like, especially when you're like a responsible adult who you know you have bills you need to pay. You know you've got to do all this. Why are you not like budgeting out and like being financially smart about it all? Like to be honest, if they seem really close. So if they weren't close, it's kind of more in a grey area. But because they seem so close, it's a bit weird that you wouldn't want to do all that for your
I just think the Disney thing is really quite strange.
it is.
On the other side of things, though, it is only a 3-hour boat trip.
Yeah, that's true. It's not long at all, especially if you go into all of the other parts. I think it was a bit extreme on her side to say she's disappointed.
It's not disappointing. It's just man,
yeah,
like so sad you couldn't come.
I wouldn't like say I'm disappointed in you. That feels really harsh considering the situation. So I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a weird one, to be honest.
I think what we have to like think about is like this is a really important time in this person's life, and you definitely should be more mindful of your spending, especially if you, even if you don't know plans that are in place, you should just be generally mindful of what you're doing if you have something like this coming up. It's like when you have a birthday for a friend or a family member coming up. You're not going to be spending as much money because you want to buy a birthday gift. It's the exact same thing. Yeah. So that's fine.
So yeah, just be financially smart, guys.
Be financially smart. I mean, we're not financially
smart. Oh no, we're the worst examples of financially smart. We literally stopped by B&M on the way to the bus to get a sweet treat. We're literally the worst example of financially smart. But don't take after us. Yeah. do what we say, not what we do. Is that
no, it is. Do what we say.
I was about to say.
Do what we say, not what we do.
Feel like I was insane.
No, it's because I was figuring out the logistics. I was like, does that make sense? Is that the same?
Yeah, no, I thought that was the same. Okay, same thing again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm scrolling.
Stop.
Oh wait, I wasn't scrolling. Okay, again.
Stop.
It's an advert.
Well, the one
we'll
about...
just do that one.
This seems fine. Sorry. Am I the arsehole for telling a little girl that I'm not her dad? Face value? No.
Random little girl. That's what I'm getting from this. It's a random little girl.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, wait. This is so complicated. Okay. First of all, I'm using a throwaway account because this is very personal and my regular account has too much personally identifiable information. I, 31 male, used to date Jane, 32 female, years ago. At one point, the question of what we wanted out of our life came up. She wanted a family, I didn't, so we broke up on good terms and stayed friends. Sometime later, Jane ended up pregnant after a one-night stand with the guy at a party. She tried to track him down but couldn't, so she was left on her own to raise the baby. Now, Jane and I had been friends for a long time, even before we were a couple, so I didn't feel right about leaving her alone while she was going through all this. So I supported her through the pregnancy and after the baby was born. I'm sort of like an honorary uncle, always helping out with food, money and so on. Yesterday, since Jane was so busy with work, I went to pick up the girl, who I won't name for privacy reasons, from a friend's house. While I was talking to the friend's mum, I could hear the girls talking. I hear the following: "Who's that man? He's my daddy." After that, when the girl and I were in the car, I gently explained to her that I wasn't her dad, but more likely an uncle. She kept her head down the whole way home. That night, Jane called me and scolded me for being cruel to the girl. Apparently she cried all night because of what I said. What was I supposed to do? Lie to her and say that I was her father? Jane said it would have been better if I had ignored it or even played along, but that seems crazy to me. No, you're not the arsehole, is what I'm going to say.
I think that was not harsh at all. I think it would have been harsher to let her believe that you're her dad and then she has to find out at a later date.
Well, because I was going to say, like, if this is a little girl, she's going to... If that man would have said, like, I'm your father, she would have gone... Until somebody told her, she would have gone all that time thinking, he's my dad, he's my dad, he's my dad.
I think is worse. Because I feel like at least... If you say it outright, you can still have a good relationship and you can still be like, yeah, this is my uncle. Yeah. Build a good relationship, not based on a lie.
I also feel like that hasn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jane, the girl, would have said at some point, that's your dad, when in reality he is definitely not her dad.
Agree.
It would have been different if he was like, me and Jane got back together and we've been raising this girl, but they didn't.
They're just friends.
They're just friends. The only thing he's been doing is helping out with some groceries, maybe some babysitting, but other than that, in no way, shape or form is he a father figure.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think it's just odd behaviour, and then for her to then say like he made her like upset, I think that's
ridiculous.
Nice. So
I just think it's a bit. I think it's really silly. Like as I said, Jane has definitely said to that girl, "That's your dad."
Yeah.
And in Jane's mind, she probably thinks
this is an opportunity.
This is an opportunity. Yeah, but no, not the arsehole in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely not.
They're labelled not the arsehole at the top as well. Look.
Oh.
I didn't realise that was there.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna scroll in. You ready?
Stop.
Okay. So, am I the asshole for telling my neighbour that people hate her for the construction work being done on her house?
Face value, no.
I agree.
Okay. Face value, yeah, no.
This is a longer one than my last one. Okay. I, 23 female, have a neighbour who's been at their house for just over a year. I actually do feel like those AI things.
Yeah.
Like, I actually
we need like a Subway Surfer video in the background.
Like in the corner.
Yeah. Like another little device playing Subway Surfer.
Just to like keep people's attention spans. Okay, anyway, carry on. I, 23F, have a neighbour who's been at their house for just over a year. For 7 months out of that year, they've had basically non-stop construction and work being done to their house. I have no idea what they could possibly be doing. The construction is Monday through Saturday, starting at 8 a.m, sometimes even earlier.
Monday through Saturday?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Not only is the construction itself loud, but the work is loud. They're always yelling, singing, playing music. If you ask them to be quieter because it's 8 a.m. on a Saturday, they retaliate and get louder. They throw stuff into people's gardens and physically enter those gardens to retrieve whatever they threw down. Their vans block the roads when people are trying to get to work / school. They get really pissy when asked to move them. Additionally, because our houses are attached, I'm having physical symptoms to the work being done. Vibrate. It's not the day today. It isn't. The rain is just like,
I know. It's been so shit today, guys.
It's been awful. Anyway. So, vibrations from tools give me horrific migraines, etc. I genuinely do not know what they could be doing that requires 7 months of continuous work. It's not an extension and all the work seems to be exterior. A few days ago, the neighbours asked me why there's so much tension between her and the surrounding houses. Maybe I'm cruel, but I looked at her and said, "Neighbour, you've had loud construction work at your house every day for the past 7 months. People are tired." She looked genuinely upset but said okay. Her husband confronted me a few days ago and said I was being a douchebag for getting mad at construction work because of course that shit is loud. He accused me of blaming his wife for the workers' behaviour, which I wasn't, and said the house needs this work to be livable. He ended the conversation by saying he praised my house never needs construction work, which I honestly found kind of funny. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbour why there's tension between her and her husband and the surrounding families?
No.
I agree. That would be so annoying. Like, imagine you're just trying to, imagine, right? You're working every day and you get one day off and you get to have a lie-in, maybe chill, relax, and you've just got this going on in your ear.
I mean, Monday to Saturdays, like, as
that's
I said,
ridiculous. That's 6
what
out
kind of
6 out of 7 days a week.
What?
Sorry. I was going to say
what
it and then I thought about it.
What kind of construction is going on from Monday to Saturdays for 7 months?
7 months is crazy.
And it's like, because obviously there's different types of construction. What really loud, because the only type of construction that I can think of that is very loud is like structural stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, what is going on?
I want to see how long that is. So. So there's 30 weeks in 7 months. And then
210 days.
Yeah, 30 times
no,
6.
actually, no, yeah, I was going to say it's 24 times. No, 18 times 7.
180. 180 hours.
Bro.
Is ridiculous.
I think that's actually insane, because I'm now nosy on what your neighbour was doing. But no, you're not the arsehole.
No, absolutely
The husband was the arsehole for calling you a douchebag.
There's an edit as well.
Okay, go on then, what's the edit?
People have made complaints and gone to the local council. We were basically told that as long as the noise is between 8 a.m. and 6
ATM at 6 a.m.
And 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. we can't make a complaint. Neighbours do have permits as well. So they essentially can't do anything about it.
That's so stupid.
To be honest, especially this person obviously is struggling with it because they're getting like physical symptoms from it. That shows like an impact on their well-being, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, honestly. Not the arsehole at all.
Absolutely not.
No.
100% no. Right. Another one? Okay.
Oh, gosh, I'm so ill. I'm losing my breath. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm scrolling.
Stop. I need to decide if I need to burp or not. That's gross, but whatever. Am I the arsehole for repeatedly asking for a refund confirmation after a family trip was postponed / cancelled? Oh, okay. Face value? No.
I don't think so. I don't think it's unreasonable to ask for a refund.
Well, it's not unreasonable at all.
When a trip's been cancelled, like, I don't think that's wrong at all to ask for your money back. If you need the money too.
A few months ago, I paid $250 towards a family trip.
Deep breath.
Oh gosh, I'm struggling. I paid $250 toward a family trip that was being organised by a relative. I paid before the deadline and even asked beforehand if any additional money would be needed. I was told no. The trip was supposed to be in Arkansas and I was travelling from Texas. Because of that, I requested time off work, started planning transportation and was looking at hotel / rental cars so I wouldn't have to do all the driving at once. About 2 weeks before the trip, the organiser announced she needed surgery and asked if everyone would be okay with pushing the trip back. I completely understood that her health comes first. However, because of my work schedule, I couldn't make the new dates and requested a refund. The organiser then told the group that refunds would be issued within 7 to 10 days. After that time frame passed, I still hadn't received my refund or any updates. So I reached out and asked for a status update and whether there was any confirmation that the refund would be submitted. Instead of getting a yes or no, I was told the refund would now arrive between June 15th, June 20th. This is right now, by the way. This was posted 3 hours ago. When I asked for confirmation, I was called problematic. The organiser also brought up how much money she personally spent on the trip, shirts, activities, etc. My position was that while I appreciate whatever money she spent, I also invested money, time, PTO and travel planning. I wasn't accusing her of stealing money, I was asking for confirmation because the original refund timeline had passed, the refund date had changed, and there was no confirmation had been provided. Things escalated when other family members jumped into the conversation and told me to stop asking. One person even said there was supposed to be no refund, which confused me because the organiser had already said refunds would be issued. The organiser eventually sent a long message saying I was the problem, that the group doesn't revolve around me, and there was making issues out of my little refund. I did end up getting frustrated and responding angrily because I felt like nobody was answering the actual question I was asking. The organiser even asked if I was on drugs because I asked questions about the confirmation. Diabolical and very disrespectful. I don't do drugs. So am I the arsehole for continuing to ask for refund confirmation after the organiser changed the refund timeline and the original deadline passed? To clarify, I wasn't asking for the money immediately. I was asking for confirmation that the refund had actually been submitted because the original 7-day time frame had already passed and no update was provided until I asked. Not the arsehole, really not. Oh my god. You need to get your money back.
Yeah,
bro.
That's ridiculous.
We're gonna upvote this so more people can see it.
Like, that's so like, right, I understand. Well, actually no, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Especially that's their family, no?
Yeah, no.
That's ridiculous. Get your money back. Oh my god.
Now I'm starting to think there wasn't a trip to begin with and they were just like,
yeah,
just give me your money.
But why would they think there's not going to be a refund? Like, you can't make the date anymore, so it's perfectly reasonable to ask for a refund back, especially because it's your money that you put into the trip for you to be able to go. But, like, that was unreasonable behaviour on their behalf. Like, absolutely absurd behaviour.
That's crazy, actually.
Like,
I mean, I was surprised to hear that the rest of the family was like, what are you doing? There was no refund. Like, bro, just give him his money back. It's not even like a little bit amount of money.
No.
If it was like $20, I'd be like, alright, dude, just move on, bro. Like, they're the arseholes, but move on. $250 is a substantial amount of money to put towards a trip, and then for them to go, you need to relax and you're on drugs.
That's so stupid. Like, honestly.
Not the arsehole.
Absolutely
not the arsehole.
Zero. No.
Zero way you're the arsehole.
Okay. Another one?
Yeah. We need to just keep
We're
going.
doing these. We're going.
We need to have more
fast.
discussion. We need to find somebody who. Okay,
Yeah.
try and find somebody who seems like they would be the arsehole, because we need a controversial one.
Right. Let's see. A lot of them already say that they're not. Oh, okay. I found one that says they are.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the arsehole for not wanting to split food evenly with my spouse? Now this one has the thing saying they are.
Let's just take it without that.
Okay.
Unbiased, either the arsehole.
I think it depends how much split, because the thing is, I don't mind when I get food. I'd give some of my friends, like, obviously I don't have like a spouse or anything, guys. But like if I get food and I'm with my friend,
I'm gonna give them some.
Like, I'm gonna give them like I think it's tricky, because if it's like half and half split, and it's something we both like, and we both got something we both want to try, I don't mind doing like half and half split.
Yeah.
But like, I'd still give them some of my food. So I think it depends.
It depends what it is.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
And it depends
this
if
is a bit
you
of
both like it, or it depends on the. Let's have a read.
Let's have a read.
It's a chunky one, a little bit.
Actually.
Okay, right. My husband and I make Toll House cookies almost every night. What are they? Toll House cookies.
Maybe it's tall. I don't know. It's house cookies. Yeah,
I want to Google it.
Let's see what toll is. It's either that or a typo.
No, they're a thing. They're just chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, chocolate. Me and my husband make chocolate chip cookies.
They're like the ones with the. They're like the. You can't see it, but that's so stupid. Oh my god,
that was a little bit silly.
They're like the ones with the big chocolate chips instead of like
the little ones.
The little baby ones.
Really
Anyway, I usually have one more cookie than him because I have more of a sweet tooth. He also does a lot of snacking after work before dinner, whereas I do not. Tonight I started making the cookies and turned the oven on. There were 3 left. I wanted to have 2. As soon as he realised I was preheating the oven, he asked how many are left. I said 3. He said, how many are you going to have? I held up my fingers. 2. Before I left the room, he said, can I have one and a half? I felt annoyed because we have a rocky history around sharing food. I really do not like to share food with him. Since the beginning of our relationship, he would ask, can I try? Before I could even take a bite of what I ordered. If I slowed down my pace of eating, he would move into try my food or ask if I was done, and it started to rub me the wrong way. To be honest, I do not like to share food at all, but I felt like it was greedy to say no. Finally, I asked that he please let me be the one to offer to share rather than being so quick to ask for my food, and I even went too far as to explicitly ask, please do not ask me to share my food and just give me the chance to eat how much I want before offering it to you. But he would often not respect this boundary and would still accuse me of being protective/territorial with food. Now that we are in therapy and discussing, and where did I get discussing from? Discussing's not even here. And learning how to assertively have boundaries, I feel more comfortable saying my preference. When the cookies were done cooling, I said, so I'm going to have the 2 cookies that I plan to have. And he became very upset that I would not split the cookies evenly. Almost like did not compute that I was saying no. He kept saying, this is crazy. I then became angry at his reaction because of my baggage around him being entitled to food that I wanted to enjoy myself. He also, literally just that day, finished a mega-sized box of cereal that I brought home and only got to enjoy once. Like, why can you eat my whole box of cereal, but I'm being forced to split these cookies down the middle? He became more upset that I was pushing back, and I told him it gave me the ick that he was acting so even Steven over half a cookie. That was probably too harsh, but it is the truth. Is it okay to say no when it's technically our shared food, or do I need to work on sharing? My personal feeling is at this point, I know myself, I know that I don't like to share food and I don't want to be asked. If he sees me making a snack for myself, my love language would be for him to let me do it in peace with zero commentary or requests from him. In this case, it is our ritual to have them together, so it's a bit different. If the roles were reversed, I probably wouldn't be thrilled, but I feel like context does matter, and he is often snacking to the point where I sometimes don't get to enjoy the things I bring home for myself.
They're both the arseholes.
I agree.
But I also think that it is just food.
Yeah, I think...
Like, especially it's shared food.
Yeah, it's something you do
for
together.
Both of you. And, okay, every other day you might have one more cookie, but this one time he's asking for
asking
one and a half cookie.
Literally
Half
half
of
of what you wanted.
What you want.
He's not even asking for the full cookies, just like, can I have half?
Can I have half, please? And you're immediately going, no, you're an even
Yeah.
Steven.
Like, I understand the context. I get how that can be, like, annoying.
Okay, the only thing I will say about the context is, at most, it is irritating.
Yeah.
It's not him being...
It's not him
weird.
trying to be, like...
Not him trying to assert
No,
over
he
you.
just wants to
He just wants
try
to try your food. He
It
just
is
wants to,
just
like,
food.
share an experience
Yeah.
with you. And I feel like she could be exaggerating a bit about, like, I haven't even eaten and he's asking me to try some. Like,
Yeah.
when you're hanging out even with a friend, I'll ask them or they'll ask me to try some. I'll be like,
To be honest,
yeah.
immediately when it gets there, I'm like,
let's
if
try.
I'm with you, right, we're on like a
date.
best friend date.
Friend date.
Like, and we both get different foods. I'm like, as soon as it comes down, I'm like, Lil, do you want to try some of this?
Yeah, and then I'll be like, do you want to try it? Like, it's an
that
experience
simple.
sharing. It's not like, I genuinely would hate to go out on a date with somebody and then they won't share their food, they won't try mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to share this with each other.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm asking for is a fork.
I think that's why, especially because it's only like, with the context, he's not even asking for like half of what you want. He's asking to try
it
a little bit. Like the cookie one, it's split in half, but also like come on.
I just feel like you definitely, with the therapy thing, I think yes, it's important to set boundaries, but in my opinion, it is just food.
It is food.
It's just food.
Yeah, and it's a cookie, man.
It's a cookie. It's
a
half
cookie.
of a cookie.
Like
I feel like she was shaming him a bit for his eating habits.
Yeah.
Saying like he's always snacking,
like
he's always eating this, he's always eating
with
that.
the tone.
Yeah.
With the tone, she seemed very confident that people would agree with her.
Yeah.
And it just makes me laugh that people actually think she's that.
I just think it was really harsh of her to, because to me the tone of this was shaming her husband.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was like, gosh, every time after work he snacks, he's snacking all the time. Like, let's remember this is a full-grown man.
Yeah.
Like,
he's allowed to have a snack, and especially
what
he comes back from work and he's doing that.
I was gonna say,
I come back from college and I do that.
I've got snacks next to me right now.
Immediately, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to snack, especially if I have like a lesson or I have a double in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I get back from college. The first thing I'm gonna want to do is to have a snack.
Like, he's not. Yeah, you're the arsehole.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Like, to be honest, I don't even think the context helps her at all.
What do the comments say?
What did it say? I don't know if you actually like your husband. You seem very tired of his BS.
Yeah.
Then someone replied and said, I don't think the BS is entirely his, I think it's theirs. And then the original one replied and said, I mean, she's resource guarding like a stray dog, but I wonder how much of that has to do with him stealing her food. I wonder if she's like this with their kid. So they have a kid.
That's a really good point. If your kid said, can I have half of a cookie, would you say no? Because that's actually crazy.
I'm gonna try.
Like if there was 3 cookies and my kid came up to me and said, can I have 1.5? I'd be like, you can have them all if you want. Like,
so another one was like, which is a point that I didn't think about. You bake cookies every night. What's that about? They do it every night.
Yeah, that's crazy. Are you lying or?
They do it every night apparently. So.
Okay. Wait, actually, I've got a good point about that.
Go on then.
She said that she bought a big box of cereal, and my first impression of him eating it all was a bit rude. But if they're making cookies every night, they can afford to buy cookies every night, and so you can afford to get another cereal box.
Yeah.
Like, let's relax a bit.
I'm trying to find some more funny ones because that first one was funny.
I've forgotten the first one already.
It was the one about I forgot it. Okay, we'll go for this one. My love language would be this is a quote. My love language would be for him to let me do it in peace with zero commentary or request from him. That's not a love language. Someone replied and said, my love language is you need to let me be as selfish as I want. And then someone said, right, my love language is being left alone. Okay, babe, then you need a cat, not a husband. And then someone replied and said, I don't know, my cat very vocally tells me she wants to eat. And then the next person says, my love language would be to offer to also make some for the person I love. She sounds selfish and entitled. And then someone replied and said, right, sometimes I make a dessert for my spouse and that they like and I don't, so I only have a tiny bit and they eat most of it. Wild concept apparently. although we do share everything, but I think it is because we enjoy sharing life together in general. I'd be very sad if my spouse wrote this post about me. And then someone replied and said, this is my first thought. There's no love in telling someone fuck off and leave me alone. And someone replied and said, nope, it's greed that she doesn't like to be pointed out. Let me find another one.
I don't think she's being pointed out though. How is your husband asking for some of your food being pointed out?
It's not.
You're pointing out his habits, so what's the problem?
Let's see.
Gosh, I can't breathe, bro.
I want to find funny ones.
Funny
Give me
comments?
some, yeah, give me some funny ones. Gosh, I can't find any more. We might just have to move to the next one. I actually can't believe that they like make cookies every day though, and she's arguing about half cookie. That's kind of crazy.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is actually like, you can just have the half cookie tomorrow night, bro. Relax.
Right, I'm gonna find another one where the asshole.
She needs to learn to share food. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, we found another one apparently. This one's a short one though. Do you want to try and find another longer one?
Yes, sure.
Most of these are then passing not. Okay, here you go.
Am I the arsehole for not telling my housemate I was bringing people over?
My immediate thought is yes.
Yes.
Because I think it's just considerate to at least let them know that there's going to be extra people.
I just don't like when things happen without
me
being known that they're happening. Today, I, 38 male, went to brunch with 5 other friends. We spent a better part of the day out, and around 4 p.m. we decided to head back to my apartment to have some drinks and hang out. It was pretty spur of the moment. We got to my place and I didn't see my housemate, 34, non-binary car. I knocked on their bedroom door 3 different times to see if they were home and assumed they were at work. I funneled my friends into our kitchen area away from their room and told them to keep the noise respectable level in case I was wrong. My roommate comes into the kitchen, asks to speak with me, upset that I didn't give them a heads up. I explained this was spur of the moment and truly in the excitement of everything after knocking on their door, I didn't think to text them. But I didn't see a problem as it was the middle of the afternoon and I did make an effort to see if they were home, despite their vehicle not being in the driveway, and to assume they were working. They are pretty upset, and while I admit I could have reached out, I don't think the amount of people was that many. They sorted out the issue, but let's not pay attention to that. Yeah, you're kind of are.
Right, I think you still could have texted, and you still could have like tried.
I just think 4 p.m. is like you have a lot of time to. You could have realised you wanted your friends to come back to your house.
Yeah.
And especially if you were all in like the same car, right? You could have texted while in the car going,
on the way,
is it okay? And even if they would have said no, you could have been like, oh, sorry guys,
like,
I'll drop you all back home or whatever. Like,
I see why they think they might not be, because like obviously they tried.
Yeah.
To like knock on.
I think they tried,
understand
just
where,
not.
Where was that housemate?
No, I don't know.
Because if you were in your room, why would you not hear the door?
I don't know. It might have been like maybe they were listening to music or whatever.
I think they still could have tried.
I think you could have tried a little bit harder.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that, to be fair, I think they're an arsehole for what they did.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that when the housemate confronted them, they were like, "Oh, I'm really, I'm sorry."
At least there was accountability.
Yeah, definitely accountability.
We love to see it.
We love to see accountability. That should be our slogan. We love to see accountability. So yeah, you are the arsehole, and I definitely would have appreciated a text saying, even if the friends were in the house, I would have appreciated like, "Hey, really sorry, spur of the moment. There's some friends over.
I agree.
Tell me if you want them to like."
To text
no, it could have been like, even if they were in the house, as I said, could have just been like, "Tell me if you want them to leave early or whatever." Like that would have been fine, but I feel like you could have put a bit more effort in.
Okay, I found one where it says everyone sucks. So
everybody sucks.
So I wanna read this one out. It's a long one. Am I the asshole for backing out on treating a long lost buddy to lunch?
Long lost.
That's what it says.
Lost. Has he been like kidnapped and now he's back? I don't know what to say to this.
I think they probably mean like an old friend they haven't seen in a while. Maybe is what I'm thinking. They're trying to mean. They obviously don't do English.
Long lost friends. This is so confusing. Okay.
At face value, just
face value, not really, is gonna be my answer because I really need some context.
There's a lot of context for you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. There were 3 of us that were friends from middle school to post-college. The one turned into a drug addict and was very hard to be friends with, so our circle kind of just dissolved. The other friend's phone number got disconnected and I lost touch with him. That's when you find them lost. You lost touch with him.
Okay. Right.
In another story, I'd seen another buddy that I hadn't seen in 30 years. He recognised me in a store one day and he told me that he now lives near my mum. He, his wife and kids had moved in near her. I went over there the next week and I met his wife and kids. We talked and had a really good time. One night I asked him if he'd like to go out for some wings, my treat. He told me that he and his wife have an agreement that they don't go out without each other. I told him that I respected that, no problem. He said, how about getting some takeout wings, come over to the house and chow down with the wife. I love a good compromise, so we did that and it was a good time. Simple, right? I just want to pause and say that's not a healthy relationship.
No,
Saying,
it's not. I don't go out without my wife.
That is not
husband,
healthy.
No.
You've got to be able to separate yourselves. But we'll come back to that after I finish reading. So back to my other friend. I'm a good internet sleuth, and after finding his email, I reach out to him. No reply after a week. I dig more and find his phone number. I call, get his voicemail, and leave a message with my cell number, availability. I can do any day but Tuesday, and an offer to take him out to lunch. My treat. 3. Why do they keep offering my treat?
I think it's just to convince people to see you. I think that's quite sweet.
It is sweet. I just find it. I'm like, where's the money coming from?
I know, I was wondering.
3. Can he be my friend?
Can we hear out, please?
3 days later, I get a text from him saying that he's very interested in catching up and he'll get back to me soon. A week goes by and I don't hear from him. I hate being a pest, but some people like to make promises and not keep them. People change. I text him again, giving him an out. No worries. He replies saying that he has a wife and a 2-year-old boy that keeps him busy. He still wants to go, but he'll get back to me when he can work something out. He texts back asking if a date that falls on a Tuesday is okay. I specifically told him that I couldn't do Tuesday, so I switch a lot of things around to accommodate that day and say okay. He lives 20 miles away.
This person is great so far, by the way.
He lives 20 miles away and I tell him that I'll drive out to him. We choose a time and place to have lunch. He says, we are available in the afternoon. That gave me a weird feeling. I say, don't forget to bring pictures of your boy. He responds with, my wife and child are coming with me. There are a few things here. I asked him if he wanted to meet up and I think that would have been the time to address bringing his family. Maybe he and his wife have a rule like my other buddy, but again, he had ample time to bring that up. I feel like I'm going to get used for a family dinner. Should I double down on saying that I wanted to meet only him? Meeting up would be talking about private things. I don't know his wife at all and trust doesn't come easy to me. The kid will most likely fuss the whole time, destroying the conversation. Or should I just say that I don't feel good about this given the reasons that I just cited and bow out? I'm open to opinions / different options.
Everybody sucks, that's not true.
This was 3 days ago.
Everybody sucks except for the guy writing this post.
Bro, this guy seems so nice.
Lovely.
Offering to treat everyone and also going out of his way to rearrange things. Like the thing is, I try to arrange my schedule the best I can for all my friends, and I would reschedule things. But so I think it's really sweet that he's like I like to have things down to the minute kind of thing. So for someone to be able to switch up their entire schedule just because they want to see you, I think that's really sweet.
I thought that was really
and
nice.
It's out of a kind-hearted place.
Well, yeah, if you think the only day he's not available is Tuesday, and he's seen that his friend is only available on Tuesday and gone, right, need to fix this, need to rearrange, is so
it's
lovely.
Really sweet.
It's really sweet.
And I don't know why it's labelled everybody sucks.
I know. He does not sub by any means necessary.
Yeah.
I also think that he's just not the arsehole whatsoever, because that friend bringing his wife and child over is okay if he would have known about it. For him to then go, by the way, my wife and child are coming, implies that he wants this friend to pay for them as well, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's mean. I'm trying to see if there's any comments. Someone's saying, This is way too overthinking going on. If he is stuck because of his young kid, then he likely doesn't have much flexibility either. A much easier option could be a Zoom call. I appreciate catching up long lost friends over Zoom when our kid was very small and we couldn't get out much. 20 miles is pretty fast drive, and you're right, it's annoying to have a conversation while there's a 2-year-old around. So really don't feel bad about it. Just reschedule the time or suggest chatting over Zoom if that makes things easier. I think Zoom is ridiculous.
That's not helpful at all.
Especially if, like, it's a friend. Like, it's a friend you haven't seen in a while. Zoom always sometimes breaks up and stuff too.
Zoom is just stupid.
Zoom is ridiculous. And I feel like nothing beats, like, a face-to-face conversation where you can actually talk about whatever.
I just feel like this guy that wrote this Reddit post, he was not saying, no, I don't want to see his boy, no, I don't want to see his wife. It was like, I'm not prepared to pay for everybody. I'm not prepared to see his 2-year-old son. That's a toddler, he's going to be screaming no matter what. I just feel like what he's trying to imply is that he'd like to reschedule. He's not saying I don't want to see these people. He's just very aware of the fact that there's a possibility he could be paying for 4 people instead of just 1 or 2.
Yeah. Okay, I was just checking the comments to see if there's
Should we do like 1 or 2 more?
Yeah. Maybe like 1 more?
1
I don't
more,
know.
yeah.
Can you see what the time is on there?
It's 6:15.
When did we start? Oh, that's annoying.
Do you know what that says on there?
No, that's...
I haven't got my glasses on.
Me neither.
It's a 4.
Okay.
40 something.
Wait, do you want to do 1 more and wrap it up?
Yeah. Sorry guys, just figuring out logistics. And I've lost my glasses so I can't see anything.
Okay, we'll do this. This one's 3 days ago too.
Would I be the arsehole if I kicked my teammate off the team? Face value, no. That could be a very good reason.
I mean, like, being in sports, I understand why you'd want to kick someone off the team. That makes me sound like I want to kick someone off my team. I don't want to kick anyone off my team. No, I just understand that sometimes there is the occasion for it, but, like, imagine you're not in sports. That sounds, like, face value, that sounds mean.
I think it sounds mean, but I also think that they're...
Like, I understand why there could
Okay.
be reasons for it.
Let's go. So at my uni there is an unofficial small soccer tournament being held, organised by the students. I was missing a GK, and so I asked one of the moderators, who's also a friend, if they know anybody. A day later he tells me someone spoke to him about wanting to play in the tournament. That person told my friend he could play either as a defender or a goalkeeper. My friend replied by telling him that the defender slots are full and my team needs a GK. He told him, well, yeah, sure, I can play as whatever, even a GK. So when my friend told me about the guy, he didn't describe to me the tone of the person, he just told me, I found you a keeper. When I spoke to the guy myself, I asked him how good he is a GK, and he laughed a bit and said, yeah, I'm good. I told one of the rules is that the keeper can't be subbed with outfield players. We do this in friendly games between friends so that no one misses the chance of playing outfield, unless of course someone volunteers to play 100% of the game as GK. He replied saying, yeah, sure, no problem. I thought to myself that if he doesn't mind playing as a GK the full match, then he must be good, because why would someone who is a subpar agree to play that position? So I added him to the team's group chat and added him into the roster that each team submits to the mods. A couple of days later, when I'm hanging out with my moderator friend, it slipped from him the fact that the guy actually wanted to play defence, and how his tone was one of, I just want to play in the tournament so I'll play whatever, just let me play. One of the teammates told me he knows the GK he was very good and he trusts in his ability 100%, saying the guy's been training in the goalkeeper position exclusively forever. So my question is, would I be the arsehole if I kick the first guy out in favour of the other GK, and how can I go about speaking to him about it? I knew the guy in 8th grade, but we transferred schools and lost contact. I only found out he's actually in the same uni as me due to the mod friend who connected me to him, but because it's been like 8 years since I last saw him, we're basically strangers. I just want to... Oh, okay, I was going to go back to see if this was a friendly tournament or not. It's not technically friendly, it's an unofficial tournament, but they are still playing to win. So it's not friendly, keep that in mind.
Okay, right. I think it's difficult because obviously the person didn't want to be goalkeeper, they just wanted to be a defender. So they probably wouldn't be well versed in what, like, I feel like people could still play goalkeeper, but not to the extent maybe they want in that situation. So I understand why they'd probably be in favour of picking the more experienced goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But I also feel like they've involved this person, so I don't see why they can't use both of them. Was that a rule?
I think there was like something's full.
Oh, I feel like if you've asked someone to play, they've agreed to play.
I feel like you could do, because especially since it's unofficial, you could do half and half.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, why not just use both of them? Because this person's obviously given up wanting to play the position they normally play.
I think it's a bit of a middle ground here.
I agree.
I definitely wouldn't say you're an arsehole.
No.
But I would say
I see that, like, the thing is, I see why they would want to. Because I feel like there's nothing better than winning.
They're playing to win, aren't they?
But
you've
added them to the team group chat. Like, you've involved them into this. So like kicking them out now it's kind of rude.
I think it's a bit selfish.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're playing to win, and it's not friendly, but it's also unofficial.
They still don't know how good this guy is.
No, they don't.
They don't know.
Like, they've
said he like is more of a defender, but they don't know if he's really good at goalkeeper or not. All they know is that his first choice was more defender. They don't know if he's bad at goalkeeper, so I don't think it's fair not to give him a fair
I think it's not arsehole, it's just unfair.
Yeah, I agree.
You should definitely give him a shot.
A quick look at some comments before we wrap it up. So someone said yes, they would be the arsehole because it's an unofficial team, and I get that you want someone who is good, but you've gotten someone who has volunteered for a position on your team, even if it's not the position he wanted. It's not a professional tournament. You're not playing for money as far as I know. So what's the harm in letting someone play, especially someone who steps up when you need a goalkeeper?
The thing is, I agree with that completely, but I just don't think it's an arsehole thing. It's just sort of unfair and a little bit rude. It's not like oh my god, you're a dickhead. It's just
someone said the same thing we said. Can you have two goalkeepers?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this person obviously posted this for advice. You've got to understand people are posting this to know, am I in the wrong? What's some advice that you could give me? The advice I'd give to him is just play half and half.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have a better chance of winning, have the more experienced guy, but it's unofficial and you've already involved the other guy, so just have
someone said as well, this is a no stakes tournament for fun. If winning was so important in the first place, you should have asked more questions to get an idea of how good someone is. Like, how many years have you played goalkeeper? Also, why commit immediately and not say we're still looking? You made the decision to offer him the spot. Keep your word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I'm very, like, you need to keep your word. That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that.
I'm thinking about a certain situation as well recently.
I'm always saying, if you make a commitment, you've got to stick to it. And I think that's one of those situations where you've accepted this person in, you've made a commitment to have them join your team. That's
a very good
and
point.
You should stick to your word.
From the context that we've received, he immediately said, come play. Like, he didn't ask many questions. So if you were so obsessed with having a play to win environment, you should have asked him more questions.
I agree.
So
that's all I think that's the end.
Yeah.
We tried to make this one longer because our last one was
our last one was really short.
So
last time, it's not that we weren't putting the effort in, it was just...
I actually thought we'd talk more about that.
I thought we talked for ages, bro.
It felt like we spoke for a while, so that's why we tried to wrap it up, because we thought we spoke for a lot longer than we did.
Obviously didn't.
I think we just spoke faster.
Yeah, we spoke really fast.
So,
but I think we wanted to do something easy this week, because guys, I've been so sick recently.
Yeah, it was this one last week that was ill.
Something in the college air is going on, because honestly, I keep on getting my attendance.
But it's only you, mate.
I know, but something is happening, guys. Somebody's like done voodoo on me. I'm so scared.
You got a hater.
I'm so freaking scared. I've got an op. Oh my god, please text me if you're my op. Let's sort things out, because I don't want to be sick anymore, please. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed.
So this was the Off Topic Always podcast.
Yeah. Like, subscribe,
all that.
Follow our account.
Stuff.
Email if you have suggestions.
Yes, if you have suggestions, send us an email.
I would really like a guest to come in.
I think we should. I think we're going to start having introducing.
I need people to come in and do this, because I think, although we've done that before, that's definitely something we could repeat. I need more people to be in on this. Sorry, what the fuck?
I don't know. So I saw something move and it freaked me out.
Might be my Chucky doll. I have a Chucky doll in my room.
But yeah, we're gonna try to introduce more guests. So if you want to be a guest, and you have like a
Email.
specialist area,
Text us.
if you see this on like Instagram, send us a
Send
DM.
us a DM, yeah.
And yeah, just email us if you have suggestions too.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we hope you enjoyed.
I'm B.
I'm Lily.
Bye.
Bye.